Hello everybody, welcome back. We are now at the finale of Lucius. We are at the very end of the game. This is the final chapter, and you'll see that we're presented with a bit of a choice here. There is an ending A and an ending B. Really, the endings play out the same. It's just the way that you want to do the final chapter. Obviously, the puzzle piece is the more difficult, a little bit more of problem solving involved with this one, and with the flame ending you basically just get to burn everything down, which is the more fun ending, so I'm gonna go with that. Now that Lucius is almighty and powerful after his, like, 4 deaths in a row, he's just gonna burn this place to the ground. You can see our dad has come back to the manor, and these priests that were called in ever so long ago have actually finally arrived. This is probably some pretty scary shit for them to be walking into.
I command you to leave this child alone.
So in this ending, what you get to do is you get to kill the priests with your powers of fire. Now you have to be very careful because if their crosses touch you, it's pretty much an instant death. So you need to charge up your fire abilities and shoot fireballs at them. It doesn't take very long for it to charge up, but you do have to sort of charge them and hurl them at them, so it might be easier to get them out into the den area. There's a little bit more space for you to run around their crosses and whatnot, whereas in the tea room and in this lobby area, it's a bit more of a condensed space. There's 2 priests, and once you've burned them, you'll move on to the next stage. Pretty easy to dispose of. Now that we've taken care of them, there's still the matter of our father, who is still in the manor, is still alive, and knows all about our deeds. And he's not going to leave the mansion, obviously, because we're right there blocking the way. So we get to do the final battle against our father here. But killing him with fire presents a bit of a problem because he has a fire extinguisher, and anytime you hurl a fireball at him, usually he'll extinguish it. That is, I think, what the game developers had intended you to do, was to fire fireballs at him with a certain timing where he's not able to block the fireballs. That is one way of doing it. You can do it that way. It takes a really long time, though. I really don't enjoy doing it this way. It's kind of annoying and a bit of a pain in the ass, but that is one way that you can do it. The other way I've heard people talk about is you can use telekinesis on the chandelier above to get your father caught in the middle of it, which will kill him. I have never been successful in doing that, because you have to have such good timing in order for that to happen, and every time I've tried, I've been unsuccessful. The way that I like to do it is to kill your father with the beam. That seems to be by far the easiest way to do it, is to lure him over here, use your telekinesis power, and crush him with the beam. Now you have to be very careful, because if he hits you with the fire extinguisher, you die in like 1 hit. So yeah, you gotta be really careful. So this isn't difficult by any means, but it takes some pretty immaculate timing in order to do it. So you can see there, that was it. A little bit anticlimactic. I crushed him with the beam and he died. And we escaped the mansion unharmed, and nobody still has any idea about our deeds. Everybody that had any sort of idea as to what we were doing is dead, with the exception of MacGuffin, but I highly doubt that he is going to want to have anything to do with us. So yeah, that is Lucius, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. I personally really like this game. I have mentioned that obviously, and I wouldn't have Let's Played it if I didn't enjoy it. I have played it several times. I pretty much played it through once without a lot of help, just to kind of figure out all the puzzles on my own. And then I went through and I played it for all of the extra stuff. I have 100% of the achievements, and so I've pretty much completed the game in its entirety. So what do I think about it? I think it's a great indie game. I think it's a really good indie title. It has that perfect amount of puzzle solving and sort of gruesome horror-esque type feelings in it to kind of make everything come together and tie in quite nicely. I do believe it's also based on the movie The Omen, although I haven't seen The Omen. I have seen a lot of you comment about it though, and maybe that's why I liked this game so much, is because I never saw the movie, so you know, my experience wasn't really ruined. I didn't really know what to expect when I first picked up the game, and every time I saw death for the first time, I was like, oh man, that's so awesome and brutal, and I love it. The game has incredibly easy achievements as well, so if you're a person that's an achievement hunter and you like seeing those 100% percentages in your games, then this is probably a good one for you. Once you go about knowing exactly what to do, it's an even shorter game. I think the main focus of it is to try and kind of blindly feel your way around until you figure out what to do. But once you actually figure out what to do, it's very short. You could see that a lot of the videos were only 8 or 9 minutes in length, and that was me really trying to stretch out some of them because I knew exactly what to do, and you can really do things within 2 or 3 minutes, you know, if you're really, really efficient. So those are just kind of my thoughts. If you're interested in buying this game, I would probably buy it on sale because it is pretty pricey for the short amount of gameplay that you actually get out of the whole thing. So if you're someone that doesn't want to pay for a game that doesn't offer a lot of gameplay, then it might not be for you, you know, and the gameplay is quite repetitive. I like it. I think it's pretty creative. It's a pretty simple concept, but they did a lot with it. I like the environment. I liked the progression of how the characters changed, you know, like your mom going crazy and your dad figuring things out. You find out that your grandfather's kind of like a Satan worshiper, your Uncle Tom having the affair with the maids. I really think that they did a very good job of integrating the whole environment together very, very well. So overall, I was very impressed with the game. I bought it, played it, was very happy, and again, was happy enough to play it again and again. So hopefully some of you will go and buy this game and try it out. Hopefully I've shown off enough and made the game look fun enough that you'll try it out. I had a lot of support for this game, so that's great. I really had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too. The credits have now finished rolling, so thank you to everybody at Shiver Games for making this great game. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will be seeing you all in my next project somewhere down the line. See you all later.